Hello, this is Brenda Green, and I'd like to welcome you to Living in the Go. Today, I want to talk to you about reverse mortgages. So, what is a reverse mortgage? It's a financial agreement in which a homeowner relinquishes equity in their home in exchange for regular payments. Typically, it's a supplemental retirement income. It's not like a traditional mortgage, which can decline as you pay down the loan, but a reverse mortgage actually rises over time as interest on the loan accrues. So, reverse mortgages are often touted as a way that older homeowners can convert the equity in their homes into cash. So, let's talk about the pros and cons. So, the most obvious pro certainly is the access to your home equity. So retirement can end up being more expensive than you really anticipated, and you may need to tap into that equity to live comfortably. So you can do that with a reverse mortgage. The other thing is that borrowers are still the homeowners, and that's a myth that's put out there. In other words, people think if you get a reverse mortgage that you don't own the home any longer, but that's not true. It's still yours. You're giving a partial ownership to the bank, but it's still your home. And the third thing is reverse mortgages. They're non-recourse loans. So what that means is if the loan ends up exceeding the amount that the home sells for at the end of the loan, then no further action is needed or required by the borrower or their heirs. So nothing's going to happen to you. You just don't keep the house any longer. So those are some of the pros and some of the reasons, because if people are low on cash, they really think about, if I do this reverse mortgage, I have some money coming in every week. So in that respect, it's a good thing, but you have to always look at all the other things in terms of why you're doing that. And maybe the home is too much for you. Maybe you need to think about downsizing to something that you could afford. If you sell your home and get more money out of it and you can get a smaller, inexpensive place, then you would have extra money to live on. So that's just something to consider. So when you're thinking about the cons for a reverse mortgage, the first thing is that there's less inheritance. So if you were looking at trying to pass your home down to your heirs to have wealth creation that you generate from generation to generation, that's a possibility that won't happen with a reverse mortgage, because that money will have to be paid back. So that's less money for your heirs if there's anything left with your home. The second thing is the fees can be really high, but what they'll do is they'll roll the fees into that mortgage so the balance is higher. And actually, when you think about it, a reverse mortgage, they will only give that to you if you don't have a mortgage. So if you owe money on your house still, when you try to get a reverse mortgage, the first thing is that they will pay off the bank loan that you have, and they will roll that into the money that they give you for the reverse mortgage. So again, that's more money that you would have to pay back and possibly not have anything for your heirs. The third thing is the mortgage is due if the borrowers have to move out. So if your loved one gets ill or they have to go to a nursing home, then that mortgage is due at that time. And you might not be able to have the money to pay it back, so you could lose the house in that instance. So it can be very difficult, so it's something you need to consider. Fourth thing is if the borrowers fail to pay for the property taxes, the homeowner's insurance, or maintain the home, then the bank can foreclose. So again, you could lose the house. So very tricky. And the last thing, before your heirs can take possession of the home, the entire balance of the reverse mortgage must be paid off. So whatever you received in that reverse mortgage over the years, you got to pay that back. And if you don't, they will again take the house. So just some things to consider with the reverse mortgages, and our older relatives, we see them looking at these types of advertisements and saying it's so easy, so simple, but it's really not that easy. And so it's something that you need to consider. And if they ask for advice, then make sure that you find out all the information around it, how this works, the logistics of it, so that they can be safe and secure. So hopefully this was helpful for you. If you liked it, hit the like button. Please subscribe. Again, we're sharing information. We're spreading a movement to our community because, again, I want everyone to be healthy, wealthy, and wise about all their financial needs. So thank you again for your time and attention, and have a great day.